What's up, everybody? So we're gonna check this viral clip that's been going viral for this past week, and coming from a guy who loves to work out and has been lifting weights and being in the fitness community since I was 15, 16 years old. I figured why not, give my thoughts on it, right? So before we check this video out, if you have not done so, make sure you all subscribe to the channel, and that way I provide more content for you guys. And remember, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that you don't miss any videos I upload. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw this clip, I was like, here we go. One of those things again. It's gonna be one of those people out there, those gym goers that they got issue with and everything up. But, I was like, you know what, before we jump to conclusion, why don't we go ahead and, check it out and see what's going on. So that's exactly what the fuck we're doing. So why don't we go ahead and do so.
Absolutely. But look how big. Once you get to this size, you don't go around asking people how many sets you got left, bro.
I asked you nicely, bro.
See that shit? It's a little punk kid.
We're gonna check it one more time before I give my thing on it, because I wanna get the full details. Sometimes you don't get the first one, you don't quite understand it the first time, but after watching it multiple times, you kind of get it. So I'm gonna watch it one more time.
Absolutely. But look how big. Once you get to this size, you don't go around asking people how many sets you got left, bro.
I asked you nicely, bro.
See that shit? It's a little
Man.
punk kid.
Okay. So, first of all, this was only a 16-second clip. I would have wished they would have filmed it a little bit longer so that way we know what we're dealing with here. Okay? Second of all, judging by this dude right here, this dude has to be one of those motherfuckers who thinks that they're the shit, who thinks that they own the damn gym. One of those. And I have come across with a couple. Okay, now I haven't experienced it myself, but I have come across with motherfuckers out there who just because they got big arms and shit, just like they own the fucking gym. Like I know this one cat, right? This dude, he got a big ass gut, right? But somehow, some way, but just because he could bench 315 or 400 pounds, right? Like he owns a damn gym. Meanwhile, I seen a whole bunch of savages in my gym who are like big, or they're bigger, stronger, and in 10 times better shape than this motherfucker right here. But somehow, some way, he thinks he's a shit. Okay. So yeah, I can see that he's one of those. You know what I mean? And listen, don't be this dude. Okay? Don't be this dude right here. Listen, there's nothing wrong with people telling you, just tell them, hey man, I'm doing, I got 2 sets left. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Now, I don't know what happened prior to that. 2 things that can possibly happen. First thing, which I have seen that probably been the case, he just, as soon as he was finished with his set, he went and, the kid out there, or the chick or the kid, one of the two, probably both of them, they went up to him and said, hey, how many sets you got on the bench press? And maybe he got hot by saying, like, really, bro? Really? You don't see me that fucking, like, why you gotta ask me that? I mean, shit, He probably went up like that. Which, I could probably see that happen. But also, another thing would probably happen was while this guy over here, he was doing his set, the kid out there asked him how many sets you got while he's doing his set. So let's say once again he's doing the bench on the flat, he's out there doing bench press on the flat, and while he's doing that, the kid comes in and asks him how many sets he got while he's doing the bench. Now that, I'm not gonna lie, that's a no-no. You don't do that. listen, all you newbies out there, or anybody that's just not a newbie, period, don't go around and asking people how many sets they got while they're in their set. Okay, while they're performing their workouts. You don't want to do that. Okay, that's a big no-no in the fitness community and in the gym community. Okay, you don't want to do that. Trust me. Okay, it does not end well. Okay, that shit pisses me. Now I don't know. Now I'm not condoning what this guy did because I have a feeling he's really a dickhead, and not a lot of guys. You don't really see a lot of guys be this way. You really don't, you know. But there are a few sometimes where there's one of those people like him who just think they're the shit and whatever, and you know they have their ego mindset and everything else. So it's one of those. So they have basically, point being, he's just an asshole. Basically, he's just an asshole. You know. You got one of those assholes out there in the gym, but it's very rarely that you see that in the gym. You know what I mean? And I've been to Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, and other, what's that other gym called? That other gym. I used to go, I think it's a city called Broward. I think it was called UFit. I want to say UFit. I could be wrong, but I think it's UFit. And then of course I've been to local gyms. Yeah, very rarely, only like very rarely you come across with fuckers like him, you know. A lot of times if you go out there and interrupt the person that's performing in the gym just to ask them how many sets you got, a lot of times they just, you know, step aside and just talk to you like, hey bro, you know, just letting you know, you probably a newbie or whatever. Don't do that. Don't ever do that to people like that, because what happens is that they're in the gym, they're focused, and then next thing you know, they have to stop what they're doing in the middle of their set to come and ask to answer your question when you could have waited until after they're done with their set. That would have been a lot more respectful way. You know what I mean? That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit pisses me off. You don't know how many times I come across with that. I'd be in the middle, like say I'm doing like tricep cables. It's like when you go, this is cable, right? And what you do is that you grab it here, and you bring it, you gotta make sure that your tricep is locked in, right? You gotta go just basically like that, right? So I'm in the middle doing my triceps, doing about like 12 reps. Then all of a sudden, as I'm doing it, hey bro, hey, you know, how many, you done with this? You done with that? In the middle of the set, he come and ask me if I'm done using one of the equipment that was recently used. Exactly. It's like, come on, man. It's like, really, man? Really? You gonna ask me that in the middle of my set? Or even better, right? Even better. I'll be doing bicep curls. Just, you know, doing bicep curls here on the barbell. Hey, how many sets you got on the barbell? In the middle of while you're doing your sets on the barbell, I do ask you how many sets you got on the barbell curls. Exactly. It's like, oh my god, bro. People have no sense whatsoever. And sometimes you see, a lot of times they have like, either, you know, newbies out there, or, you know, they're just one of those assholes where they think they're the shit and they can go around and asking people and shit. So, you know, that can possibly happen. That's another thing that can possibly happen, where he just go and while he's doing his set, the kid asks him, you know, how many sets he got. That can turn a lot of people off. Now, like I said, a lot of people are not like this dude. They just, like I said, they come and call and they just let you know, hey, I had an issue with that or whatever. So, more of the story, man. Those are the two things that I think might have happened. My gut though is he would probably done with his set, or one of his set, and the kid just come and ask him like how many sets he got, and he got offended by it. You know, it's like I said, you got one of those assholes out there who think that they're the shit, that they own the fucking gym. You don't own the gym. Like I said, coming from a guy who's been in a fitness community, bodybuilding community, or workout community period since I was 15, 16 years old. So give or take about 2012, 2013 ish. I've seen pretty good amount. You know what I mean, to kind of understand how the gym goers are and how it is basically, as a whole in the in the gym industry. You know what I mean? Because, man, shit, man. I have a feeling that this kid right here, though, he probably is a newbie. He probably is a newbie, but, this dude right here, that old dude, that dude that looked like he got a fucking 40-ounce gut, and he's just like, he probably be on steroids and shit. Trust, man, if you're watching this kid, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? That dude over here, he's just nothing but a punk, man. He probably had one of those days. Another thing is he probably was in his bad day, and he just, that he probably just, he came across to this cat here that was asking him how many sets he got in, and he probably just, gone off on him. That could probably happen too. You know what I mean? But I just got a feeling that this kid, this dude right here, he probably he's one of those suckers that thinks that they own the fucking gym just because they got he got biceps or whatever. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, nobody cares what you look like. What the hell? What are you, fucking Jay Coulter? Shout out to Jay Coulter, by the way, and Big J Extreme Fitness and Ronnie Coleman and everybody else, man, the bodybuilding community, man. Put some respect on that. But anyway, these are my take on it. It's those you're not really surprised that it goes down like this, but in a way you are, because it's like one of those scenarios where it's like, oh, that rarely ever happens in the gym. You know what I mean? And like I said, I come across with a couple of cats out there like him that, there's been that they think that they're the shit and they're not. So yeah, man. So, those are two things. Either he went up, either the kid had asked him after he was done with his set, and this dude over here, he got offended by it, which I have a feeling that probably would have happened. Or the second thing that could possibly happen is if he went up and asked him how many sets he got while he was performing his set. You know what I mean? So those are the two things that probably could have played. Or another thing that I just added was that he probably had like one of those bad days, or he had a really bad day today, and and that dude was just the kid just got caught up in the moment. Which I don't think that happened. I think he just went up and he asked him after he did his set of how many sets he got, and then the dude out here just went bananas on him for no fucking reason. But what do you guys think happened? Let me know in the comment section below. It's only like 16-second clip. I really wish we would have had like more clip on it. Should put more videos on it. Just find out exactly what really happened, or at least them two. The woman that's holding the camera, and those two that was talking to this dude over here, at least they can explain what happened, and then we can jump into more opinions on it. Because it's only 16 seconds. If it would have been like maybe a minute or two, then maybe we could have a good sense of what happened. But it's only 16 seconds. You know what I mean? And, like I said, judging by 16 seconds of this dude over here saying like, oh, that once you get to this side, that you don't have to go around asking people. Man, bullshit. I seen people that are twice bigger than me, okay, and they still go up there and ask people how many sets, and that's nothing. I mean, it's no big deal. You just go and tell them. This, like I said, all you newbies out there, don't worry about cats like him, man. It's rarely you see that. At the end of the day, just let it go. It ain't all that. It ain't worth it. Okay, just let it go. It's all that shit is nonsense. So, but anyway, like I said before, guys, let me know what you guys think about the situation. And if you enjoyed the video, you can do me a solid favor. Then smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, smash that share button. And remember, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that we don't miss any videos that I upload. Alright, guys, well, until next time, gym goers, peace out. Yeah, let's go.